Harriet Cowan. 5 Things You Didn't Know About the Clarkson's Farm Star. Harriet Cowan is the latest farmhand to gain mainstream popularity through Clarkson's Farm. Since its premiere in June 2021, the Amazon Prime documentary series has propelled several farming enthusiasts to stardom, including Caleb Cooper, Charlie Ireland, and Gerald Cooper. Cowan joined the show in Season 4 as a temporary replacement for Cooper, the farm manager. As Jeremy Clarkson's new sidekick, her humor and hands-on farming experience endeared her to fans, who are now demanding her permanent return to the show. Capitalizing on her newfound popularity, the farmer and nurse from Derbyshire is poised to appear in more shows. Harriet Cowan signed with Off Limits Entertainment, a renowned talent agency in the UK, and is now resolved to pursue a career in showbiz. As the new face of British farming, she's determined to put the national attention she's receiving to good use. 1. Harriet Cowan is a lifelong famer. In the few episodes of Clarkson's Farm Season 4 featuring Harriet Cowan as Clarkson's assistant, she captured the attention of the farming community with her extensive knowledge in the field. For those who know her in real life, it's no surprise that she has an authentic experience of the male-dominated industry. Born and raised in Derbyshire, Cowan has been farming all her life. She was raised on her family's livestock farm, which her father inherited from her grandfather. Cowan didn't give up farming while studying nursing at the University of Derby. Now, she farms and works as a community nurse in Belper. 2. Charlie Ireland tapped her to join the farming show. Harriet Cowan got the lifetime opportunity to feature on the show revolving around Clarkson's farm in the Cotswolds through Cheerful Charlie. The agronomist and land agent has been a part of the show since Season 1 as an advisor to Clarkson. It happened that the farm's manager was embarking on a tour, so Clarkson asked Charlie to find a temporary replacement for Cooper. Charlie recommended Cowan because of her farming background, and subsequently approached her to be a part of the show. 3. She landed the role without having watched the show. Web links. The very moment Harriet Cowan was introduced to the show, she told the farm owner that she was unfamiliar with the popular show. While fans had reasons to suspect her response wasn't genuine, the nurse has maintained that she hadn't seen the show before joining to assist Clarkson. During an interview with Clarkson's daughter Emily Clarkson on Should I Delete That?, Cowan divulged that she doesn't watch television, not even when she's relaxing with her farmer boyfriend. In the trailer, where it's like, "Have you watched Clarkson's Farm before?" And I'm like, "No, it looked so fake. But it is so real because we don't watch telly," she told the podcast hosts. Literally, if we want to watch something, James will sit down, his head will hit the back of the sofa, and he's asleep because the second he can rest, he'll sleep because he's so tired all the time. 4. Harriet Cowan didn't know who Jeremy Clarkson was. In an interview with the BBC about her time on the show, the farmer nurse expressed that not watching the show helped her stay authentic. "It worked so much better, I think, because I didn't know what to expect. I just went out and did what I'd do on my farm," she said. The same can be said about her perception of Clarkson going into the show. For her, the famous television personality was just another farmer. Jeremy was no different. "He's the same as every other farmer I know," she told the publication. "Growing up, I never watched Top Gear, and we don't watch a lot of TV, so he was just another farmer for me." Flat peak cap and a checked shirt, added Cowan. 5. She's using her newfound platform to promote women in farming. Harriet Cowan's time on Clarkson's farm catapulted her into the limelight, and she's now determined to use her newly acquired platform for good causes. Among other things, she wants to dismantle the stereotypes about farming. "Just because I'm a small blonde that likes to curl her hair and wear makeup, it doesn't mean I can't be a farmer. I'm trying to change the norm of the man being the farmer and the woman being the stay-at-home wife and cook," she told the BBC. "When the war was on, women did all the farming, so we have always farmed," asserted the nurse. Check out the new Harry Potter actor Dominic McLaughlin. Jeremy Clarkson takes brutal swipe at Keir Starmer and Angela Rayner. "I hate that man." Jeremy Clarkson has taken aim at Keir Starmer and Angela Rayner in a scathing new column, saying he wants leaders who can run the country instead of trying to be relatable. Jeremy Clarkson, star of Clarkson's Farm, has taken a sharp dig at Keir Starmer and Angela Rayner for their attempts to appear relatable, stating his preference for individuals capable of running the country. The 65-year-old highlighted how the Prime Minister often mentions his father's occupation as a toolmaker to emphasize his working-class background, to which he sarcastically responded, "He sure was." Clarkson then turned his attention to Rayner, currently embroiled in controversy over allegations of avoiding stamp duty on a holiday home purchase. Labeling her as the undisputed queen of all this guff, he noted her frequent reminders of being a single mother living in a council flat at the age of 16. To further illustrate this point, he referred to recent photos of Rayner in an inflatable canoe, complete with a tattoo and a vape. He questioned whether this image impressed anyone, firmly stating, "To reinforce this view, we saw pictures of her last week in an inflatable canoe, with a tattoo and a vape. And were we impressed? Well, I wasn't. I don't want it to be led by someone without a clue about how the real world in business works. What we need is leaders with some personal experience of running a company," Clarkson expressed in his column for The Sun. He criticized government officials for their lack of business experience and consequent misunderstanding of how things operate, reports The Express. Finally, he accused the government of squandering money on ill-conceived plans, naively believing that the public would approve simply because they were relatable. "But I don't want to relate to the Prime Minister," he stated. "He or she shouldn't be like you or me. They should be a bit weird. A bit of a swat. The greatest Prime Minister in my lifetime was Margaret Thatcher and no one related to her," he concluded. Jeremy's most recent biting comments arrived just weeks after he confessed his disdain for Keir Starmer, accusing him of being so flippant about farmers. His remarks were made when Times radio host Peter Caldwell inquired if the Prime Minister was still barred from his pub, The Farmer's Dog. In reply, the celebrity farmer declared, "Oh God, yes. I hate very few people in life, but I do hate that man. He's awful. He's definitely banned. He's just so flippant about farmers. Whenever you ask him, it's just like, well, who cares about them? And that's one of the things I really dislike."